A, B, C, D is a rhombus. The coordinates of A are 5 and 11. So the coordinates of A are 5 and 11 right here. The equation of the diagonal DB is y equals to 1/2 x plus c. Let's draw the diagonal DB, and it's going to be this line right here. Okay, and the question is saying find an equation of the diagonal AC. So let me just quickly draw the diagonal AC. It's going to be this line right here. Let me just fix the line real quick. So the diagonal AC is going to be this line. Okay, and because we're required to find the equation of this diagonal, let me just write the equation of a straight line in general. It's going to be y equals to mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. In this case, it's for the diagonal AC. Let me just write AC, subscript AC, with m, because that's the gradient of AC. Okay, so two things we need to write down an equation of a line is the gradient and the y-intercept. So m and c. Okay, where can we get the m from? Where can we get the gradient of the diagonal AC? One thing to note is that the two diagonals are perpendicular to each other, because in a rhombus, two diagonals cut each other at the angle of 90 degrees. So we can say that AC is perpendicular to DB, which means that gradient of AC is going to be the negative reciprocal of gradient DB, gradient of DB. And the gradient of DB, well, that is, we can get the gradient of DB from the equation of the diagonal DB. So it's y equals to 1/2 x plus c. The coefficient of x is 1/2, so the gradient of dB is equal to 1/2. Okay, so we now know that the gradient of dB is 1/2, right? So if mdB is 1/2, right? So if mdB is 1/2, then MAC, right? So MAC is going to be the negative reciprocal of it, which means reciprocate the number, so 2/1, which is 2, and make it negative. So, or change the sign. Negative reciprocal just means opposite sign. So if it's 1/2, then it's going to be -2. The gradient of AC is going to be -2. Okay, so now that we have the gradient, let me just go back to the equation. Y equals to mx plus c, right? So now we can write it y equals to -2x plus c. The second thing, the first thing that was missing was gradient, and we found it. The second thing is y-intercept. Where do we get the y-intercept from? Well, we need a pair of x and y values. And where do we get them from? We're given that because this is a everything here belongs to the line AC, or the diagonal AC. We can use any point on the line AC, which is this point right here in this case. So A is 5 and 11. So using A, we can just put 5 and 11 in the question, right? So I can just say that this is 11 and x is 5, right? So y is 11 and x is 5. Okay, so which means that C is going to be 11. So 11 is going to be -10 plus C, and C is going to be 11 plus 10, which is 21. So the equation is going to be y equals to the gradient -2x plus 21.